Hello, viewers. Welcome back to my channel. This is Princeville TV. Today's topic is about African shops in diaspora. Wow, African shops in diaspora. Some people will be asking me, what do you mean by African shop in diaspora? What is about African shop in diaspora? There are a whole lot of things about African shop in diaspora. You know, we do our shopping in most of this African shop in diaspora. We buy our egusi, we buy our obono, fish, and all the rest of them that we use to make our African dishes, especially Nigerian dishes. We get them from the African shop. We don't have open market like in Nigeria where you go to the open market and you do your shopping and all that. This is the Western world where you get your items in a nice environment and you're happy to do your shopping and come home and do your cookings and all that. But there is something that keep me keep me questioning a lot of things. And what is that? All these years I've been in diaspora. I've gone to shops. You know what I mean? I've gone to Lidl, I've gone to Aldi, I've gone to all different kind of shops that is being owned by the Westerners. And I see the development, I see the arrangement, I see the environment. Everything is properly clean and organized, well organized. Now, when I come to my African shop, when I come to my own African shop, man, what I do see there is so sad. It's so disgraceful. I will use that word because it has gotten to that level that is so disgraceful. I will use that word. Now, you have an African shop for so many years. You can't even step up your game. You can't step up your game. You still remain in that platform. You still remain in that level. You don't know that those shops that you go like Lidl and Aldi and all those big shops, you go in there, you feel very comfortable when you enter there. Can't you bring those ideas and come and put it in your African shop and make it the same? You don't need to have an expanded land space before you be able to dress your African shop. No. The little shop that you've got, you can, position it in a very beautiful way that when any of us that are people that comes to your shop to buy things will be able to feel comfortable to enter an African shop that is well organized and well prepared to do our shopping. But hell no. African shop do not think about the environment of the shop. They do not think about how to arrange their shop properly. They just pack their things, they put them anyhow, anywhere that we as Africans will understand. I mean, I don't understand. I'm not one of those people that understand it that way. And there are so many things that maybe sometimes you want to buy like food items. You open the fridge of those African shops, you see outdated stuffs in the fridge. Fishes that have been like 6 months old, 10 months old, probably 1 year or 2 years old in the African shop. Because it's frozen, you don't even know. I mean, what happens to sales? Yeah, what happened to sales? If you have some product in your African shop and you see that it's getting a bit old, you need to make sales and sell it off so that people can consume them immediately. You don't keep them there. And later when you buy the fresh one, you put the old ones up and then you put the fresh ones down. That's deceit. African shops should look into that because I'm seeing that is really going on rapidly. And then your arrangement has to be authentic, has to be, uniform. You don't just put things everywhere, scattered all over the place. And another thing I see is that most of these African shops, they have this cooked food. Cooked food like jollof rice, like fried meat and all the rest of them, even stew and all that. You get a fridge, beautiful fridge, well cleaned, and package all those food in it. I've entered some shops whereby you see jollof rice put what's it called? The place where the machine for money is. What is it called? Yeah, I don't know what's called now. It has escaped my mind. But you see a pack of rice, cooked rice, my sisters and brothers, cooked food, kept on the counter where you pay for items. Rice, cooked one. And somebody is expected to come into that shop and grab that pack of rice and start eating. Please, what is all this? Did we bring this mentality of not organizing to the shop? Hey, probably we brought this not organizing spirit to do business. I don't understand. Somebody should tell me, why is it like that? How can you put a cooked food on your counter? How? How is it possible even? When you can put those food in the fridge or in the freezer, you don't put cooked food, just fling it anywhere around. Your suya, your so-called suya, your meat pie, everything is just hanging around without proper hygienic protection. Please, African shop, you guys have to look into this because this is very bad. It is very bad. And then it comes to yams. You will see yam is rotting and is bad and they kept it there. You don't know that you have to make sales so that before the yam gets spoiled, you can sell it off and people can consume it when it's still in a good shape. Plantain. Likewise, plantain. Make sales and sell those things off so that people can still consume them when they are still okay. And then make sure that your plantains, your yams, and all the rest of them have a nice place to be displayed in your shop. Don't just carry things and just throw anywhere you like. Put them in cartons. They look so horrible. They look so terrible. He's not working that way. We're in a Western world where we have to learn. My dear, we have to learn what is good. I mean, you go to all these big shops that are owned by Westerners, you see the way it's well organized, well packaged, everything is done properly. Why can't we do the same as well? If a yam is getting spoiled, for example, you could peel it off before it gets damaged. You peel it off, you put them in a plastic bag, and you put it in the freezer. Somebody could just easily pick it up and go home and cook it. You make sales. You understand me? But leaving things there to get spoiled and rotten, and then you still want to sell it. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's really sickening when I see some things in African shop. Your fresh pepper, your vegetables, everything is kept anyhow, laying down anyhow, anywhere. Make sales. Sales are for business people. When the items in your shop is beginning to come to a stage of expiring, you have to start making sales so that you can sell them off and put fresh one into the shop. Don't stock things that are supposed to be disposed in your shop. Please, African shop, make sure your shops are clean. Hire cleaners to clean your shop every day. Don't do everything yourself because you can't be able to satisfy the requirement of having an African shop or having a shop at all. Employ people to clean your shop every day. Employ people to make sure that they make good storage packages for you every day. Employ people. That is, the money is being given to you to do that. Do that and make us feel happy. We the consumers. Don't make us feel so bad when we come to your shop because a consumer wants to buy things that is well prepared, well organized for their consumption. So, African shop, there are a whole lot of things you guys need to do. And in where you need to, the table where your machines have for money, There are a lot of majestic things that are on top of that table. What are you putting on that table, for God's sake? Clear that place. Clear it and let it be free. Clear the place where people pay. Clear it. Let the machine be there. I don't know what you're putting there. Packing things and putting on the table. What is it? Are you in Africa? You guys should wake up. You're in a Western world. Why don't you learn and bring it to your shop and use it to operate in your shop? Why don't you learn? Why do you people still carry this, your outdated mentality, into your shops, for God's sake? I am still here to see an African person who has got a very organized platform in their shops. I'm still here to see. I have been walking around. I'm still here to see. Please, if you have anybody who has organized their shop like the Westerners, I want you to write me below and let me go and see. I can recommend that person. Because African shops in diaspora is so shameful. Most of them is so shameful. Yes, so that is why I'm making this video, to talk to every African shop owners to be able to step up their games and do something better for us. And now, I'm now coming to the African restaurant. African restaurant is good, it's nice. At least sometimes you feel tired, you feel bored in your house and you want to eat outside. You want to eat out. Like me, I'm a very good cook. So, but sometimes you get tired of eating your food all the time. Sometimes you want to go out and eat. And then when you get to the African restaurant, behold, they give you food, and my dear, the food is so bad. The one you cooked at your home, it tastes so good, so beautiful, tastes so nice than what you're buying out there with your own hard-earned money. If you have not got a professional cook, close the restaurant until you get yourself a professional cook. Then you can open your restaurant. Don't make us to come to your restaurant, spend our hard-earned money only to buy rubbish. I remember I went to a restaurant and they made fufu for me, and I saw some seed. I had a lot of seed in that fufu. I could not eat it. I lost my appetite. I completely lost my appetite because of the fufu they made, or the pounded yam they made with seed. And you say you are running a restaurant and you are giving me pounded yam with seed. Are you okay? And I spend my hard-earned money to give you to get rubbish. If you don't know how to cook, if you can't get a professional cook to be able to provide or prepare a decent food for the public, close that restaurant down. Yes, I said close it down. Enough is enough. All this nonsense you guys are doing, deceiving us to give you our hard-earned money, I think we need to stop it. We need to stop it. We need to talk out. That's why we bloggers are here, to see the wrongs that are going around everywhere. We talk about it. You pick it or you leave it. And most times, these African restaurants are opened. They begin to change their caterers. They change this caterer today, they change the caterer tomorrow, next tomorrow. What on earth is happening? Pay your caterers, because they are the one dishing out the food to the people. Sit down with your caterers, come in terms with them, give them good money. If you know you're making money from that restaurant and they are making good food, pay your caterers very well so that you'll be able to retain them for a long period of time. Don't be changing caterers like somebody who is changing wipes or changing wrappers. That is very bad. Your restaurant will never grow. Your restaurant, I say, will never grow when you keep on doing that kind of a thing. You need a professional caterers in your kitchen. And again, what is this that I see about what is it called? The waiters. When you go into a restaurant, some of them don't even know how to say hello. They'll be looking at you as if they've seen a ghost. If you are a waiter working in a restaurant, we are Africans. We love respect. We love someone to recognize us and welcome us when we come into your restaurant. You need to show us that gratitude that we are coming into your restaurant to give you our hard-earned money. You don't just come and look as if you are begging us. I mean, you're not begging us to come into your restaurant. Train your waitress, sorry to say. Train your waitress to be able to have this Germans will say Australian, to be able to have this kind of what's the right word to use now? To be able to present themselves to the customers, to be able to welcome them with a smiling face. Let me go to the simple English. With a smiling face, with a good physique, to be able to welcome your guest into your restaurant. And then next time they will want to come back again. Welcome, ma. Welcome, sir. You're welcome to this restaurant. How may we help you? I mean, show them some gratitude for coming to your restaurant. Train your waitress. Train them to be able to have this kind of socialization, to welcome your guests, to welcome your customers into your restaurant. That is a good thing that will make your restaurant to be different from every other one. And what is this again that I see about Nigerians, especially the Nigerians restaurant or Nigerians African shop and things like that? When you come in there to them to come and buy something, the way they will do their face, the way they will start behaving as if you are coming to disturb them. What is this attitude character, this attitude that we are possessing as Nigerians who happen to have a restaurant, who happen to have an African shop in quote? There's this attitude you see in them. They feel too big. If you are too big, close it up. We don't need to see your bigness. If you want to be big, go and big in your house. As far as you are serving humanity, you need to bring yourself down and treat your customers right. Don't come and open African shop or open African restaurant. You start doing attitude, start behaving as if somebody owe you all the magnitudes to come into your place. No way, hell no. Bring yourself down. I mean, cool down. Stop showing attitude when you see customers coming into your shop or when you see customers coming into your restaurant. Attitude will never help you, because I see so many people with this kind of attitude. When you come into their restaurant, instead of them to be polite and be nice to you, you see them start showing attitude as if you are begging them that you want to come to their restaurant or you want to come to their African shop. This attitude thing, you people should stop it. And that is why you see that people go to these we call them Arabos, or these other countries, all these countries like Pakistan, what is it called again? What are those countries that sell African food? This Pakistan and the rest of them have taken over the market. They have taken over African market. They are selling our items. They are selling our food. They've taken over. Why we that owns the food, when we go to our shop, we show attitude. Why those ones will welcome you with all their arms? You will even tell them anything. They will answer you in a very peaceful way. Even you come there and price some things, they will just be laughing with you, use system to tell you, no, we can't do this like that or like this. You know, they have this kind of market strategy they use in capturing us. And then people say, you know, Nigerians, they will never support fellow Nigerians when they have businesses. They will never support them. Africans don't like Africans. Africans don't do this. Africans don't do that. You that happen to be having a business, how do you treat your customers is the question I want to ask you today. You think if you treat me wrong, I will come to that shop again? Hell no. I'm going to go to another shop to buy my things. Or probably you think when you sell something to me and it's quite expensive, and I go to a Pakistan shop that sells the same thing like you and I get it cheaper there, you expect me to come back to a Nigerian shop because you're my Nigerian sister or my Nigerian brother? Hell no. I'm going to go to the Pakistan shop. Who can give me an affordable price? That is what I will do. So now, why are we Africans putting our prices above the sky? What do we hope to achieve? You want much gain? That's not the way it works. You need to bring your prices the way it ought to be, so that when I go to the Pakistan shop, I will get the price of the same thing you're selling in your shop. And that will make me to make my comparison. And then I will say, okay, this is my Nigerian shop. Let me go and shop with her or with him. But when your prices are on top of the sky and the Pakistan shop, the prices are just what I can afford, you don't expect me to come back to your shop. So these are the things that is scaring people from our African shops and in quote Nigerian shop especially. Now, I remember I bought a weave on. I bought a hair, a wig. Let me use that word. I bought a wig from a friend that I used to know back there in Germany. I bought a wig from her. I called her. I said, I want to buy a wig because I felt she's someone that I know and I wanted to patronize her. You know what I mean? I wanted to patronize her. So, and she's living quite far from me. She's not even near. Where she lives is about 6-7 hours from here, where I'm living. But I was able to say, okay, this is my Nigerian person. Let me order for a wig from her, you know. So I called her, we discussed and everything. She told me the price. I said, okay. And then I sent her the money immediately. That was 200 pounds. That was not a joke. I sent her the money immediately. And then I was about to travel for a seminar. And when I sent her the money, she told me she's going to get it immediately across to me. My seminar day came for me to travel. I couldn't get the wig. So I said, okay. I called her. She said, oh, don't worry. I'm going to send it to your hotel, blah, 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 blah. And then I traveled. When I got to my hotel, she brought the wig was sent to me in that particular hotel. And when I opened the wig, it was not what I was expecting for that kind of amount. For that kind of amount is not what I was expecting. I was shocked to see this wig. Because I was rushing for the seminar, I had to wear the something on my hair. It was not even going in. And the whole thing was very stiff, like synthetic. She sold synthetic for me for the price of a real hair. Can you beat that? And she thought I'm a novice. I do not know what I'm saying, or I do not know what is the difference between human hair and synthetic. Can you beat that? And then I returned from my trip, or before I returned, I think I told her that the wig is not nice. And then I returned from my trip and I told her, I said, I don't not like what you sent to me. I am sending it back because that's not what I expected. And she was like telling me, she wanted to convince me that that was a human hair. Can you beat that? She wants to convince me that was a human hair. She wants to collect my 200 pounds for a synthetic. And I said, hell no. And in the process, she even told me that, oh, that one I sent to you was for you to just manage for the seminar because the other one I've sent it to your house, but it didn't land in your house. So for that reason, I just sent you that one immediately for you to use. And later when I told her that that's not a real human hair, and she told me that, why am I saying that after I use it to rock in my conference, then I don't want to pay for it. I mean, I want to return it back. Can you beat that? I was so shocked. And I said, you see the reason why Nigerians don't patronize Nigerians. Nigerians don't patronize Nigerians because of this kind of deceit that we play among ourselves. Now you deceive me. Do you expect me to come to buy from you again? Or do you expect me, if anybody wants to go and buy from you and they tell me, I'll say, hell no, don't go there, because you're going to be deceived. You have cut away customers that are supposed to come from this end. You have cut away customers that are supposed to come from this region because of your deceit. This is the problem we are having as Africans, because we like to deceive ourselves. We like to tell lies to make money. We like to climb on top of people. It doesn't really matter to make the money we want to make. But you see all the other foreign whites, When you go to their shop, you want to buy, they tell you this is not human hair, this is human hair. They will never deceive you. So it's better you choose what your money can afford. But not with our people. Our own African people, they will want you to pay high for that thing that is not worth paying for. This is the difference that made us to deviate from our African community and start buying from the other communities, which is bad. Because if you start buying from the other community, you're giving power to these other country people to make it, and your own brothers and sisters from the African community are stable in one platform, because they can't grow further if you don't go and patronize them. And if you don't patronize your African people, how will your community grow? How will they get to the level you want them to get to? You see that there's no way. So what are we going to do to eradicate this kind of situation, this kind of behavior? Is for us, the bloggers, to talk about it in our channel, so that by the time these videos get to them, they will begin to understand the reason why we do not patronize ourselves and rather patronizing other tribes. Because it is good for us to patronize our people so that our community can grow and have more money. And when they have more money, what is going to happen is going to spread around us, and we all can also grow as well in the same platform. So this is the situation. How are we going to eradicate the situation so that we can start patronizing each other with sincerity, with love? This is what I want to tell all the African shops. I want to tell all the African restaurants, bars, and wherever in diaspora, that they should please learn how to appreciate themselves. They should please be truthful to one another in any kind of business they do, so that their brothers and sisters can patronize them, and then we'll have a better community in the nearest future. That's all I have to say. Brothers and sisters, thank you for watching Prince Bell TV. If you've never subscribed to my channel, this is the time for you to subscribe, because this 2022 is going to be a very beautiful year for every one of us. And I want you to key into this blessing by subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much, and stay tuned and keep watching Prince Bell TV. I love you all. Bye for now.